The Red Boy. A filial, demon second generation. The 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st trials of the 81 Calamities. Protagonist, the Red Boy. Weapon, fire-tip spear. Characteristics, short but skilled and clever. Mastered the samadhi true fire, breathes fire and exhales smoke. Weaknesses, arrogant and untamed. Red Boy is a true demon second generation. His father is the Bull Demon King, and his mother is Princess Iron Fan. The two demons rule the Fire Mountain, possessing vast wealth and countless treasures. In the demon world, the Bull family is a renowned wealthy household. Despite the family's richness, the Red Boy does not rely on his parents. He practiced martial arts for 300 years on Fire Mountain, honing his spear skills and learning the samadhi true fire technique. After mastering it, he could breathe fire and spew smoke, making him very formidable. Seeing the Red Boy's calm demeanor, strong abilities, and clever mind, the Bull Demon King was pleased and assigned him to guard Mount Hao. Thus, the Red Boy became the Mountain King of the Hao Mountain, leading hundreds of minor demons and living a carefree and happy life. Though short and chubby with fair, tender skin, the Red Boy has a very ferocious personality. He lives in the Fire Cloud Cave and enjoys practicing martial arts, hunting, eating meat, drinking wine, and robbing travelers. People tremble at the mentioning of the Demon King of Hao Mountain. The Red Boy also enjoys tormenting mountain gods and land spirits. Covering a radius of 600 miles, the Hao Mountain is home to 30 mountain gods and 30 land spirits. Using his vast powers, he frequently commands them to hunt or cook, and those who disobey face a severe beating. Although the mountain gods and land spirits grumble, they dare not show it, fearing the punishment. The Bad Boy captures Tang Seng. One day, the Red Boy was drinking and feasting with a group of demons in his cave when a little demon came in to report, my lord, 4 monks have arrived at the foot of the mountain." Red Boy laughed and said, "After waiting for months, they finally arrived." He put on his red vest and red robe, went barefoot, and rode a red cloud swiftly flying out of the cave. He wanted to see if these 4 monks were indeed Tang Seng and his disciples. The Red Boy had longed to taste Tang Seng's flesh. He had heard from the Bull Demon King that Tang Seng was a reincarnation of the golden cicada, a virtuous soul who, after 10 lifetimes of good deeds, could provide immortality if eaten. Ever since, Red Boy had been eagerly waiting for the chance to meet Tang Seng, hoping not only to taste the immortal meat but also to honor his parents. Recently, using his demon network, he learned that Tang Seng and his disciples would pass by the Hao Mountain. So when he heard that 4 monks had been spotted, he was both excited and impatient to see for himself. Hiding in the red cloud, he peeked down and was delighted to see, it really is Tang Seng. Though the prey was so close, Red Boy did not rush. Why? Because he noticed that Tang Seng was surrounded by 3 formidable-looking disciples, one with a hairy face, one with a pig face, and one with a green face. He knew these were Tang Seng's powerful disciples. What to do? He thought. If brute force wouldn't work, he'd use his wits. He transformed into a 7 or 8-year-old child, hanging naked from a tree on the hillside. As Tang Seng and his disciples approached, he cried out, "Help! Help me!" He counted on Tang Seng's kindness to come to his rescue. As expected, Tang Seng, hearing the cries, rushed over with his disciples. Seeing the child dangling from the tree, he was moved and instructed Xuanzang to rescue him. Little did Tang Seng know that this seemingly harmless and cute child was actually the Red Boy, the 28th trial on their journey to the west, encountering a demon on the Hao Mountain. Tang Seng asked, "Whose child are you? Why are you hanging here like a monkey?" Sun Wukong scowled and said, "Save the child but don't make a fool of me." The Red Boy wiped his tears and began spinning a tale. "Master, I live in the withered pine valley on the edge of Shaanxi. My family is well known and wealthy. My father, Hong Shiwan, is a generous man who enjoys befriending heroes. But recently, bandits attacked us. They came in broad daylight, robbed our property, killed my father, and took my beautiful mother as their leader's wife." "Those scoundrels!" Xuanzang interrupted angrily, cursing, "Next time they meet me, I'll make them pay." They also wanted to kill me, the red boy continued, sobbing. But my mother begged for mercy, so they left me hanging from this tree to starve and freeze. I've been here for 3 days and nights. If it weren't for you, my life would surely be lost. Hearing this, Tang Seng's eyes filled with tears, and he insisted on giving his white horse to the red boy. The red boy quickly shook his head. Master, my limbs are numb and my whole body aches. I can't ride a horse. Then let him carry you, Tang Seng suggested, pointing to Zubaji. No, the red boy glanced at Zubaji and refused. This master's back is too rough, it might hurt. You being too picky. Tang Seng, now irritated, pointed to Shabuk. Then let him carry you. Is that acceptable? This master's face is too green and frightening. I'm scared, the red boy refused again. With no other options, Tang Seng asked Sun Wukong to carry the red boy, which was exactly what the red boy wanted. The group set off quickly. Tang Seng rode the horse, Zubaji led the horse, Sha Monk carried the luggage, and Sun Wukong carried the red boy at the rear. As the red boy lay on Sun Wukong's back, he asked with a grin, Master, am I heavy? Sun Wukong replied, I can carry a mountain, what's a few pounds to me? The red boy used his magic, inflating his body to over 1,000 pounds, and asked, Master, am I heavy now? Sun Wukong knew he was carrying a demon, but wasn't worried due to his great strength. He lifted the red boy's bottom and grinned, Little demon, you think you can weigh me down with this? You're still too young. The red boy, being clever, realized that heavy body magic wouldn't work on Sun Wukong. So, while continuing to increase his weight, he used his spirit to transform into a gust of wind and rush toward Tang Seng. Tang Seng was dozing on his horse when a fierce wind blew him away. This was the 29th trial on the journey to the west, the abduction of the holy monk by wind. Sun Wukong nearly burned to death. The red boy captured Tang Seng and was contemplating how to cook him, steamed or boiled, when a small demon arrived with news. Lord, 2 monks have come outside. One has a hairy face, and the other has a long mouth and big ears. They say. The red boy, growing impatient, asked, What do they say? The small demon replied, They say, Dear nephew, return our master quickly, or we'll tear down your cave. Enraged, the red boy grabbed his fire-tipped spear and led a group of demons outside. Outside the cave, Sun Wukong, seeing the red boy, cheerfully said, Dear nephew, it's so touching to see you. Quickly return my master, and uncle won't spank you. Sun Wukong, frantic over losing Tang Seng, was relieved when he learned from the mountain gods that the red boy was the son of the bull demon king. Why? Because before the great heavenly war, Sun Wukong had sworn brotherhood with the bull demon king, the dragon demon king, the rock demon king, and 4 other demons. The bull demon king was the eldest brother, making his son Sun Wukong's nephew. However, the red boy was unamused by Sun Wukong's dear nephew comments. Enraged, he attacked with his spear. His formidable skills and anger pushed Sun Wukong back after 20 rounds of combat. Seeing the fight, Zubaji joined with his rake. Outnumbered, Red Boy seized the opportunity and jumped onto a stone outside the cave, pounding his own nose and chanting spells. Then he unleashed intense flames and thick smoke from his mouth and nose. The flames burned Sun Wukong and Zubaji severely. I am turning into roast pork, cried Zubaji, terrified of fire, and fled with Sun Wukong. The red boy celebrated his victory, returning to his cave to drink and feast. Soon after, Sun Wukong resumed challenging him. Damn monkey, still not finished, the red boy grumbled. This time I'll burn him to death. He rushed out and attacked with his spear. Despite his small size, his relentless assault matched Sun Wukong's strength. After 20 rounds, Red Boy again pounded his nose and spewed flames. Unexpectedly, Sun Wukong shouted, Dragon King, come quickly. Dark clouds gathered and heavy rain began. The Red Boy smirked, knowing Sun Wukong summoned the Dragon King to douse the fire. Foolish monkey, rain can't extinguish my samadhi true fire, he taunted. Indeed, the rain made the flames blaze fiercer. While Sun Wukong was not afraid of fire, he was overwhelmed by the smoke, which blinded him. He had to retreat, marking a rare humiliation for someone who had defeated gods and monsters, and even the alchemical furnace of the Supreme Lord Lao. Thus, Sun Wukong's defeat became the noteworthy 30th trial on the journey to the west, Heart Monkey's misfortune. Heart Monkey refers to Sun Wukong himself. The Red Boy found a new job. The Red Boy won another victory, but stayed vigilant. He thought, the monkey won't give up easily. He might have some tricks up his sleeve. I'd better check it out. He flew up into the sky, turning into a red cloud, and watched Sun Wukong and his companions from a distance. He noticed something unusual. He saw that Zhu Baji had left the group and was heading towards the South Sea alone. That pig must be going to see Guanyin. The Red Boy thought and quickly hatched a plan. He returned to his lair and told his little demons, "Prepare a big sack. I'm going to catch that fat pig and let you all taste something new." Then he grabbed the sack, mounted his red cloud, and flew towards the South Sea. The Red Boy, knowing the route well, quickly overtook Zhu Baji. He perched on a rock and disguised himself as Guanyin. When Zhu Baji arrived, he saw the Guanyin and, unable to discern the real from the fake, rushed forward and explained everything. The Guanyin said, "Don't worry, I'll go with you to Mount Hao and capture the demon to rescue your master." Predictably, Zhu Baji was tricked into the cave, tied up like a rice dumpling, and stuffed into the sack. With both Tang Seng and Zhu Baji captured, the Red Boy was in high spirits. He celebrated with his little demons, enjoying drinks and feasts. Eager to share his soon-to-be feast, he called 6 clever little demons and asked, "Do you all know who the old king is?" The little demons nodded eagerly. The Red Boy said, "Go quickly and invite the old king. I want to share Tang Seng's meat with him." This demon was quite filial, always wanting to share good things with his family. However, he did not anticipate that his well-intentioned act would lead to big trouble. Meanwhile, Sun Wukong, having waited and not seen Zhu Baji return with Guanyin, suspected something was wrong. He used his old trick again, transforming into a fly to sneak into the cave and gather information about Zhu Baji. Unexpectedly, Sun Wukong learned that the little demons were going to invite the Bull Demon King. Sun Wukong seized the opportunity to use a trick of substituting the fake with the real. He transformed into the Bull Demon King and swaggered into the cave before the little demons arrived. "Son, have you captured Tang Seng?" "Yes," the Red Boy replied happily. "I'm about to order the oil to cook Tang Seng's meat." The Bull Demon King was alarmed and waved his hand saying, "No, no. I've heard Tang Seng has a powerful disciple named Sun Wukong. If he comes, how will we defend ourselves?" The Red Boy proudly declared, "Don't worry, father. I've set a fire to roast the monkey." "That still can't be eaten," the Bull Demon King sighed. "I'm on a vegetarian diet this month, can't eat meat." The Red Boy thought, "That's odd. My father is a demon king who always eats meat. Why is he suddenly on a diet? This must be a fake." To verify, the Red Boy asked, "Father, I can't remember my own birthday. Do you?" The Bull Demon King replied, "I'm old and can't remember. Ask your mother when you go home." This confirmed to the Red Boy that the Bull Demon King was an imposter. He shouted, "You fake Bull Demon King! How dare you pretend to be my father?" He thrust his spear, and the little demons attacked. Sun Wukong, unable to fight them all, turned into a streak of golden light and fled. The Red Boy, disappointed by the failed attempt to invite his real father, knew Sun Wukong would likely return. He instructed the little demons to guard the cave closely. "Watch carefully. Don't let even a mosquito in. Tonight we'll eat Tang Seng's meat." Before nightfall, Sun Wukong returned, smashing a large hole in the cave's door and calling out loudly from outside. Furiously, the Red Boy ran out and began stabbing with his spear. After 20 or 30 rounds, he prepared to set the fire, but Sun Wukong fled. The Red Boy turned to get back to the cave, but Sun Wukong came back and continued the fight. The two battled back and forth, creating chaos for half an hour. The Red Boy shouted, "Stinky monkey, dare you not run?" Sun Wukong retorted, "Good nephew, dare you not set fire?" "Why wouldn't I dare?" Both shouted in unison, and the battle resumed. This time the Red Boy did not set a fire, and Sun Wukong did not flee. They fought fiercely, escalating from the ground to the sky and then underground, their struggle intensifying. Suddenly, the red boy realized Sun Wukong had vanished, and in his place stood Guanyin Bodhisattva. "Are you the savior sent by the monkey?" the red boy asked. When Guanyin Bodhisattva did not respond, the red boy attacked with his spear. Guanyin Bodhisattva transformed into a streak of golden light and disappeared, leaving behind a golden lotus pedestal. Intrigued by the beautiful lotus pedestal, the red boy's childish curiosity got the better of him. He jumped onto the pedestal and sat down, mimicking Guanyin's pose. To his surprise, the pedestal turned into sharp blades, trapping him tightly. Any resistance caused the blades to grow and wound him severely. Terrified, he ceased all movement. Sun Wukong approached and raised his staff to strike, but Guanyin Bodhisattva intervened. "Do not hit him. Since you've been bound with a tight headband, I'll give him a golden collar and make him my attendant." From then on, the red boy became Guanyin Bodhisattva's attendant, the youth of virtuous wealth. With the red boy subdued, Sun Wukong joyfully rushed to rescue Tangseng. The red boy, a small troublemaker, had caused a major setback for Tangseng's journey, but thanks to Guanyin Bodhisattva's intervention, Tangseng and his team overcame the crisis. Thus, this incident became the 31st trial on the journey to the west, the saint's subjugation of the monster.